Hi, and welcome to Tax Home Kenya. My name is Emily Kadeu, your tax consultant and advisor. Today we shall be talking about one of the ways, one of the methods of collecting income tax in Kenya. That is pay as you earn. This we are quite familiar with, especially we who are employed. And like I said, it's one of the ways, one of the methods of collecting income tax in Kenya. And on the 19th of December 2024, there are some changes that were made on the PAYE calculations. And this was made by the Commission of Domestic Taxes through a public notice. And the changes that were made were as follows. We have amounts that are deductible towards determining the taxable employment income, and this shall include amount deducted as Affordable Housing Levy, contribution to post-retirement medical fund, contributions made to social health insurance fund, that is SHIF. We also have mortgage interest, of course not exceeding the amount of 360,000 per year, and that is equivalent to 30,000 per month. Initially, we had only NSSF as a deductible, not taxable income. It was being deducted from the gross before arriving to the taxable income. Now we have NSSF, we have SHIF, and as well as housing levy. So most of us are familiar with the three. Most of us would probably not have a mortgage, but at least we know what is SHIF, we know what is NSSF, and we know what is housing levy. So now these amounts shall be deductible from the gross salary towards arriving to the taxable income. And this means that our taxable income will be lower than it used to be. Yes, and we can take an example of a figure. For example, if you are earning from employment, let's say 50,000, and maybe you have another income, maybe from the bank, and interest from the bank, then you have some rental income, or maybe 10,000 each, and this brings it to a gross income in a month of 70,000. For example, we are going to see how our pay slips are going to change, and having a gross salary of 70,000, then we have NSSF, which is 6% from you and 6% from the employer, and we have a cap of 2,160. So that is the highest we are paying so far, and this is deducted from your gross salary. That is 2,160. We are working with a figure of 70,000. We have SHIF, Social Health Insurance Fund, of 2.75%. This shall be 1,925. We also have housing levy, which is 1.5% of your gross salary, and this is 1,050. Yes. So when we deduct 2,160 and 925 and 1,050 from 70,000, we have a taxable pay of 64,865. When we subject this to the graduated scale, normally our tax system is such that the higher you earn, the higher taxes you pay. It's a graduated scale, and we have our tax bands that on the first 24,000 in a month, which is equivalent to 288,000 in a year, this is 10%. Then on your next 8,333, you tax 25%. This is equivalent to 100,000 per year. And on the third 467,667, you tax 30%. This is equivalent to 5.612 million. Okay, so we are working with a figure of 70,000, and having our taxable income of 64,865, and most of our payrolls are automated. We basically don't do this manually, but this is how it works. We normally have those graduated scales, and having taxable pay or chargeable pay of 64,865, we shall have our first 24,000 on 10%, that is 2,400. Then we shall have our next 8,333 on 25%. Then we shall have our next 467,667, that is where the balance falls, and that is 32,532 being taxed at 30%, and this will be 9,759.6, let's say 9,760. So what is the total, the payee? We take the first 2,400 plus 2,083 plus 9,759, and we have 14,242. Now, another change that we need to be aware of is that we will no longer enjoy reliefs when it comes to affordable housing levy. We used to have the 15% relief on the affordable housing, so now it's no longer gonna be there. We're also not going to enjoy relief on the post-retirement medical fund, and that means that we are only left with the personal relief. This one is what we are left with, and probably we want to know what's a relief. A relief is it's basically an incentive that is aimed at reducing how much a person, an individual, has to pay to the government as taxes, and we are left with the personal relief, which is 2,400. And when we work with our figures that we have, when we reduce the levy, the personal relief from the payee, then we are left with a figure of 11,842. Okay, we had 14,242. When we left 2,400 personal relief, we have 11,842. So initially working with the last system we had, where only NSSF was a deductible income, we had a pay of 12,287. So we are paying less from 445. Sorry, we are paying less by 450 shillings. Does that affect your payslip? Does it make things better? Does it make you feel less pain? Do we think we need to push for more? I think we should. It's still high, but the fact is that we are paying less than we used to pay. Yeah. Having said that, we are ready to offer your solutions to your tax questions, and where you need advice, we shall offer help services, tax consultancy and advisory. We also do tax filings and returns services, and as well as general accounting services. If you need a bookkeeper, if you need someone to prepare your books for audit, then here we are. Reach out to us. We are waiting, and thank you for watching.